to another episode of Dear Dawn. Now, this week we've got a question from Kerry, and Kerry writes in, Dear Dawn, I want to start juicing as I've heard it's really good for my skin and for weight loss, but I don't know where to start. Can you help? Many thanks, Kerry. Well, Kerry, that's a fantastic question, and I think I've got the answer for you today. Now, like you, I didn't know the difference between juicing and blending when I first started, so just to let you know, this is a juicer, this is the one that I use, and this is my blender. Juicing is for having a drink that basically it doesn't have any of the fibre, so all of the actual bits of the apple stay behind and they get collected in the back of the juicer here, and you drink essentially with the water or the juice that comes from the apple. Whereas if you're going to blend, a blender, you put in the whole apple and you drink the whole apple once it's been blended up into something really smooth. So that's essentially the difference. Now, for me, the easiest and simplest thing when you're busy and on the go is to have a little list. Now, I keep my little list of my favourite juices up here. I can post those on my website after this video. All you do is super easy. My favourite one is called a green mean, and I get 4 sticks of celery, 1 cucumber, 2 apples, and then about 1.5 to 2 inches worth of ginger, a beautiful lemon, and a big bunch of kale. Now, for some of you, you might want to peel the lemon, but I like my juices really zingy, and because of the alkalizing properties of a lemon, I just think I'm getting all the benefit if I'm having the peel as well. And that's it. So all I'm going to do now is turn on my blender. You'll see that some of it's already got a bit of juice in it from this morning. I had an apple and carrot and lemon juice with my breakfast, which tastes like a little party in your mouth. It's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to just make this now. So you'll hear some loud noises, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So. There we go, that's it. Just to remind you, or to let you know if you didn't know this, there are a few types of blenders, juicers, sorry. This is the one that I've got here, is a centrifugal juicer. What it does is it whizzes around really fast, and as you're pushing down the fruit, it just acts like a centrifuge and expels out all the water from the apples or whatever you're using and keeps the pulp inside. You do have different ones that, because this one can generate a little bit of heat as it's spinning around. Some people don't really like that, so they'll go for like a masticating juicer, and those are much slower, and you get actually more juice out of the produce. But if you're having an initial investment, then they're normally about double, maybe 3 times as much as this one. This one was about £70, and I got it from Amazon. And that's it, really. So, time to get a glass. And normally I would have this throughout, either before lunch or after lunch, depending on what felt the nicest, or if I'm going to yoga in the evening, then I'll probably have some of that before I go to yoga, so that it's light on my stomach, so I'm not doing yoga and digesting all that food at the same time. Right, here we go. I'll pop this underneath there because generally it catches all the drips. And this, you see it's starting to separate a little bit, so there's a little filter inside that stops all of the froth coming out. And then as you pour it in, I mean, yeah, it's green. You can make ones that aren't green, but this one is super tasty. It looks pretty rubbish, but think about it. It's got apples, it's got lemon in it, it's got so much happy goodness in it. It's definitely one that I recommend and I have on a daily basis. and it's got all that green stuff. And if you're not used to having greens in your diet, or this much green, or raw green even, this is a fantastic way to start off. So cheers, I'm super excited about trying this. Well, there you go, Kerry. If you've got any other questions, let me know. I hope that's answered your question for this episode. If anyone else has got any questions they want me to answer, then send an email to Dawn, Dear Dawn at dlucht.com, dlucht@mac.com, or at dawnlucht.com. You can find me on my website. As always, I'd really like to know what your favourite juices are, or what your experience of juicing is at the moment. So just leave some comments down below, and that's where I'd love to be able to connect with all of you. So once again, Kerry, I hope that answered your question. If you've got any more, please feel free to let me know. Alright, take care. See you soon. Bye.